Alright, so we're in the final quarter of the year, and it's just that time of the year where everyone starts talking about the best game in the entire year. So we kind of know what games to expect for the end of the year. We've had a look at all the games and we've played the games that have come out so far. So I thought I'd just make this quick video and talk about Ghost of Tsushima. It's kind of like a little mini review as well of my thoughts about the game. And I just want to share some of my thoughts about what I think this game really brings to potentially being Game of the Year, and also who I think this game is going to be put up against, like what game I think it's going to be put up against. So I hope you guys really enjoy this video. Like always, please do go ahead and smash that like button, and I'd love to hear what you guys think as well. Like go ahead, go down in the comments, tell me what game do you think should be winning Game of the Year. Do you think it's Ghost of Tsushima, Cyberpunk, Avengers? Go ahead, let me know, comment below. After playing this, I don't actually think that there's another game that will come anywhere near as close to this. So I'm not even going to bother with, trying to compare it with other games like that. Within its category, I feel like the developers have really made a good game. It's really awesome to see them really break down into a niche and just dominate it. It's done really well in that space, and that's definitely one positive of this game. Leading up to the game itself, what I really liked was the marketing approach. There wasn't this massive uproar of hype, and there was hype about it, don't get me wrong, but the sort of hype, everyone knew what they were getting. They knew they were going to get like this really calm, sort of peaceful vibe of a game, and there wasn't a lot of disruption, there wasn't leaks, there wasn't any of that sort of stuff, and I feel like it was very gracefully done, and I kind of liked that. It was like a really good approach to the marketing. It just seemed like you were going to get a game where you can dive deep into it, really immerse yourself, great beautiful scenery, and it delivered. So it done really well in that regard. I really liked that about the game. The story was really good. I felt like, especially towards the end where you face off with Lord Shimura, I felt like that was very, very original. I haven't really seen any movies with that type of story. For me, it was a very pivotal moment when those sort of final scenes happened, the way the whole game tied together to something. I did not even imagine the game to go there. Like I did not expect it to end there. And for me, that was really, really awesome. It sort of really evoked emotions within me, and I felt like the game really set itself apart from other games during those scenes. I feel like, that final last 1 hour of gameplay or something like that, that's usually where, you're going to love the game or you're going to hate it. And I feel like with Ghost of Tsushima, it really delivered, and I walked away really impressed. I loved it, and I'm sure I think a lot of you guys out there feel the same way as well. The story was short, but it was long at the same time. If you went ahead and done all the quests and stuff like that and really took your time, you're looking at like a 40-50 hour game, and if you wanted to, you could also smash it out in 20-30 hours as well. So that was pretty good. It was kind of like that short, mid-range, yet sort of medium-range type game. Like it wasn't a very long, drawn-out RPG, which was good. It kind of gives the players the best of both worlds, so it really delivered very well on that. What I really loved about this game overall was the music. So it was very, there were times in the day where there's so much going on in my day, and you would just listen to the music and it was very sort of like reflective and dreamy. I really enjoyed it. I felt like it was very calm and meditative, especially when you sit down and you do those poems and stuff like that. It was really good. I feel like that's really hard to introduce into a game, and if you do, you got to be very careful with it because it can lead to a lot of boredom. I feel like they'd done it right. It wasn't too overdone and it wasn't too underdone. The music was just right, and then contrasts really well with the type of gameplay it is. So a lot of sword fighting. The sword play was absolutely amazing, and you get this very calm meditative music with this very highly capable warrior Jin, and with a very sharp sword as well, and it really contrasted very well. It really pieced together well. It really had a very warrior vibe to it, like a very samurai vibe to it. I really enjoyed it, and I can't say that for too many other releases for the year. Like, there hasn't been. The Last of Us 2 was really good, but then it was a bit of a hit and miss with a lot of people, whereas I feel like generally everyone enjoyed Ghost of Tsushima. The gameplay was so smooth. I was very impressed. I wasn't expecting it. It ran seamlessly for me. There was no problems at all, and then you back that up with an extremely immersive world, beautiful scenery, things to look at, things to do, and it honestly felt very good. Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't like the game. It draws you in, it holds you there, and you want to go out and roam around the world. And there's not many games that do that. Like, you know, right now with me playing Horizon Zero Dawn, it feels like a chore to be running around and roaming around. Like, it doesn't feel that great. Whereas Ghost of Tsushima, you just jump on your horse and you just go, and you don't feel bad doing that. It's not like Death Stranding where you're just walking continuously or you're just riding around continuously. It felt really good with everything that was happening around you. It was very fitting. All that being said, it didn't deliver for me. Graphics is really big, so when you look closely at the foliage and you look closely at some of the assets there, it wasn't very highly detailed. It was sort of like very smoothed out, but to be honest, that's a very small thing considering how much of the world you can actually see and how much is going on the screen with everything flowing around and leaves whistling around and that sort of stuff. So I understand why the graphics couldn't be as high end, but at the same time, if you look at, you know, The Last of Us 2, those graphics are on a whole different scale, and you know, that's on a PS4 Pro as well. So I don't know, I feel like for me personally, I would have rated it a little bit higher if the graphics were a tiny bit better. In saying that, you know, PS5 is just around the corner. I would love for them to like sort of rebuff it up or something like that, and then like you get to play it with everything that it has, and then on top of that, extremely good game like graphics. That would be, I would play it again just for that. That would be so sick. One thing I really didn't like was the side quests. Like, they were really good when you're trying to get upgrades, and as soon as you've upgraded everything you want, it just gets really boring, and I didn't like that. It was so boring for me to just go around doing side quests to the point where I didn't even do all the side quests. I felt like it was really meaningless. Yeah, when you have like upgrades, you kind of lose interest, in my opinion. I don't know. I'd love to know what you guys think. Please do comment below if you guys liked it. I wouldn't say like I'm a completionist. I know some people did absolutely everything, and that's great, but I don't know. I feel like there needs to be something a little bit more there for me emotionally for me to want to do it, and that's kind of hard. I think every game sort of struggles with this, to be honest. Overall, I feel like players around the world really enjoyed this release. I feel like a lot of people enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. The people I know enjoyed it, and the overall community engagement was really good. I actually haven't come across bad reviews for it. I haven't really actually seen anyone say bad things, besides a few things I mentioned, like the graphics and the side quests. Everything else was really good. I feel like it's a game that you can enjoy binging, or you can enjoy playing it slowly. It's kind of, you set your own pace, and I really like that. There was times where I was just roaming around just for the sake of it, because I wanted to roam around. And then there was times where I just wanted to do mission after mission, like quest after quest, all the main ones, and that worked out for me as well. So I was kind of surprised it was so well delivered. Not many games can do that, so again, that was really, really good. I don't think I'd play it twice unless it's out on PS5 with better graphics. I don't think many people would want to play it twice. That's just my opinion. I don't know, maybe let me know if you guys have played it twice and if you guys enjoyed it the second time around. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just a bit too long for me to play it twice, or there's just something missing that I don't want to play it again. And I don't know, replayability is pretty big for some games. Like, you know, with Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I could play a campaign again and it was still pretty fun. Whereas I feel like with this game, it's sort of, there's a lot of emotions involved, and I guess maybe you don't want to have those emotions again, like especially like with stuff that happens in the end. I don't know, that's just how I feel. Probably come back to it in the end and play it again, but for now I don't think I'd play it immediately after. It's not one of those games. I would score it, if I had to give it a rating out of 10, I would honestly give this a 9 out of 10. And the only reason why it wouldn't be a perfect 10 out of 10 for me was, like I said, you know, the graphics and the side quests, that kind of really sort of wasn't great. But other than that, I think that this game is definitely one that you would pick up and you would absolutely love. I think you should absolutely buy it. I reckon that this game will be Game of the Year. As so far on my books, this is Game of the Year. The reason I say that is because Cyberpunk is, we don't know too much about Cyberpunk just yet. Like, yeah, we've seen some gameplay and it's been great. It's been, you know, we've been waiting for some people for 10 years or something like that, or however long it's been being made for. But you guys saw what happened with The Last of Us 2. Everyone was hyped up for that for 7 years. All these things were getting leaked about it. And then as soon as it came out, it just went down from there. And, you know, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it myself, but for a game to be called Game of the Year, I feel like it needs to engage with a very wide population. And we just don't have any information on Cyberpunk just yet. So the way I see it, this game doesn't have any competition. I feel like it's Game of the Year. I don't think there's going to be anything better than this coming out anytime soon. I hope Cyberpunk proves me wrong. I'm really hyped up for it, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I'm just not going to get hyped up for games anymore. And you know, I think after The Last of Us 2 I think a lot of people feel that way as well. There's just not much competition, and yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, man, I reckon Game of the Year for me. Anyways, that's just my opinion. It's no way conclusive or anything like that. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please do comment below. What do you guys think will be Game of the Year? Will it be Ghost of Tsushima? Will it be Cyberpunk? Or will it be something completely different? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do comment below. Anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this. If you guys did, please go ahead and subscribe. I'll be posting more of these review type videos. You guys just let me know what you want. Anyways, take care. Bye.